Poverty is not just a lack of money. It's a lack of choices, opportunities, and access to the things that are essential for life.
There was a kid in the room who stood up and said, "I cannot dream because all I see is violence. All I see is, my family getting hurt. I can't sleep at night."
Only 34% of the eligible children are eating school breakfast. That means how many aren't? The other thing is, it also means that this county is leaving over $4 million in unreimbursed federal funding on the table. We shouldn't do that.
When I walk down the street in my neighborhood, I see children with opportunities. When I walk down the street in other neighborhoods, I don't see children with as many opportunities. But they're still children. They deserve a chance. I know it sounds like a platitude, but all of those children are our future. We have to take responsibility. And when someone says to me, "How many children do you have?" I say, "I have one, but I have thousands of community children." It's those community children that we're working for today.
The pressing future of our children in the greater Mercer County area was the subject of our forum in action last year. We really asked the question of how do nonprofits and the foundation work together to improve the future of our children. That was the subject of our work for the past year, and today we answered the question with operationalizing our grant making and our overall All Kids Thrive agenda.
I look to the Princeton Area Community Foundation as a beacon of light. I feel like I feel a little bit more empowered being here. I feel like there's a lot of good that's being done, and there's a lot of good people here. So I really do see this as a beacon of light and hope.
What did surprise me just a little bit was the energy in the room. Even when people weren't speaking, you could feel the energy. And if you could listen to some of the sidebar conversations, the amens, I didn't think of it that way. That's what surprised me. The fact that this is a good beginning conversation for all of us.
I think that what we're seeing here is a transformation of the foundation. Because the foundation is now saying, yes, we know we've done some things well. What can we do better? We know that times are changing. How do we change with the times to be more impactful?
All Kids Thrive is an extremely important initiative for the Community Foundation. It's a departure for the Community Foundation. I think it's important because it helps to repair the educational pipeline. There are leaks in the educational pipeline, but more importantly because I believe it provides a real initiative to ensure that others get a real opportunity to advance their lives, provides for us to create a real community impact.
It seemed that this was an area that many of us thought we could actually make a difference. So actually when the new executive director of the Community Foundation came aboard, Jeff Vega, and we gave him sort of a mandate, if you will, that we would develop in a strategic plan some area that we could commit a lot of our resources to, and also gather resources from many of our stakeholders and our fund holders to contribute to this single cause, and hopefully we can make a difference in that.
No one entity can handle these problems. You need contributions from the family, from the community, from the nonprofit sector, from the faith-based organizations, and from all levels and branches of government. I think that the Princeton Area Community Foundation has really stepped up, and they're sort of demonstrating what other foundations, and indeed working in cooperation with other organizations, what can be done to provide the impetus to allow us to convene, to share ideas, to share perspectives, to work on different kinds of solutions to address these problems that many people seem to think often that they're working on these problems in isolation. But in fact, there's an awful lot of kinship out there. And I think that that too is wholesome. It's helpful to know that you do have other people working with you in the struggle.